Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with... Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So here come the Chargers. The offense getting set to come out. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Richardson. A quick slant, looked in by Moore.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been a passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. 7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7. He'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw yet again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. And it's also a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Chargers will take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Chargers offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The home team's offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this complete to Allen. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Here's a run. A short game, down to the 7. second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the Chargers 7-yard line.
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it is 4th and goal. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So, 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And his guys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And a short pickup past the 25. 2nd down and 8. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Looking to throw. Richardson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
They'll try to run with their fullback. Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Richardson to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Handoff here, up the middle. And this will be good enough for a 1st down as he gets up past the 25.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
This is brought in downfield by Jeudy. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Anthony Richardson, I mean, it's not hard to see why they want to get the ball in his hands as often as possible, both as a passer, but when you can get him as a designed runner, his size and speed, he is a handful for defenses.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 3rd and 5. Here's Richardson. He's got his man complete. That's Jeudy.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
He runs with it. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Richardson. He'll go left side here and complete this one. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, Richardson. He'll go right and find his running back. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. From the gun, Richardson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Quick throw, taken in. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw yet again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. for now. Plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always...
And now whistles as the challenge flag is out, and this last play will be reviewed. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. They'll try to hit him with a screen. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Back to the air one more time. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the Chargers' 23-yard line.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And they'll take this down right to the edge of the red zone at the 21. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. He is down at the 14, but will have the 1st down.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
You can see the receiver. He's pleading his...
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish.
Previous play
The red
is under
flag
review.
is on the field. They're looking both at the feet to see if two were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They get 18 on the pitch and catch, and the Chargers have the first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here now, 3rd and 5. Richardson to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Chargers going to call on the field goal unit now. This from 34 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. A carry here for Allen. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Richardson, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead.
So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 28-yard line.
Hill brought in motion. They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just
a big hole. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Chicago. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And his guys will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too
Still first
far,
down.
and it draws the flag. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be second and long. Here's Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Richardson. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score. They got to score fast.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On 2nd down, Richardson. That's caught by Judy, working his way across the field. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Richardson. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. A 2nd down throw for Richardson. A throw on the run is complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Back up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Go with their fullback trying to get it. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown Chargers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Richardson going to look to throw. He's got it at the 3. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Let's go. Hill brought in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Hill drops to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. Nice move, slips a tackle, gets forward for a gain of 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Richardson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
On the quick slant, that's Judy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
It is 2nd down and 5. Throwing is Richardson. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The screen works for 10 yards and a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here comes 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
This team's offense getting set to get back to work. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.